So one of the questions that you might find yourself asking is why? Why do we flip the inequality sign? We know that we're supposed to flip it if we multiply or divide by a negative number, but why is that the case? So here's just a few examples of things that we're going to walk through just to kind of help us get that understanding. So first off, we're going to start here at 1 is less than 4. Okay, is 1 less than 4? Yes, it is. So if that's the case, we're going to add 3 to both sides. Well, 1 plus 3 is 4. I'm going to keep that less than symbol. And 4 plus 3 is 7. And then the question now is 4 less than 7? Yes. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the next one. Negative 4 is less than 6. Is that true? Yes, it is. So we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. Negative 4 minus 3 is negative 7. And 6 minus 3 is 3. So is negative 7 less than 3? Yes, that's true. Okay, notice you've got a number line up here to help you in case you need it. Is negative 1 less than 5? Here's negative 1, here's 5. Yes, that's true. Now we're going to multiply both sides by 2. Well, negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Is negative 2 less than 10? Yes, that is still true. Okay, then we move to negative 3 is less than 3. Is that true? Yes. Now what happens if we multiply both sides by negative 2? Well, negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. 3 times negative 2 is a negative 6. Is 6 less than negative 6? No. Alright, let's move on to the next question. Negative 2 is less than 10. Is this true? Yeah, it is. Now if we're going to divide both sides by 2, well, negative 2 divided by 2 is negative 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Negative 1 is still less than 5. That's true. And then we have 2 is less than 8. Excuse me. That's also a true statement. And what happens if we divide both sides by negative 2? Well, 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4. Is negative 1 less than negative 4? Well, if I look up here, negative 1 is here and negative 4 is here. So no, that is not true. So we've done a little bit of work here. So the question is, which specific actions caused the first inequality to become a false inequality? So these two are the two that became false. So which specific action caused that inequality to become a false inequality? Well, it was multiplying or dividing by a negative number. Without changing that action, what could be done to the new inequality to make it true? So in order to keep those true, we would need to flip this from to be negative, or 6 is greater than negative 6, and here negative 1 is greater than negative 4. We could flip the inequality sign. So the summary here is that if an inequality is multiplied or divided on both sides by a negative number, then the inequality sign needs to be flipped in order to maintain the truth of the inequality. Okay, so basically what happens here is when we start multiplying and dividing by negative numbers, remember that our signs flip. We use those opposite signs, and that's where things start to get tricky here. In order to keep things true, if we multiply or divide both sides by that negative number, we need to remember to flip that inequality to keep everything true. So hopefully this kind of helps clear up the why behind flipping that inequality. Hopefully it might even help you remember to do that as you're working through these types of problems.